The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat and 4 sides. Mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Disgusting. They smell, they're sticky, they say things that are horrible.
98 KUPD.
Good morning, everybody. Hello there. Welcome to Wednesday. It's 5:45. This is the Morning Sickness. My name is John. How are you? There's Brady. There's Brett. Big Dick Toledo. Is he here?
Yeah, he's in there.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, we're good.
No bag of breakfast. He made it in. All right, good. We're all right. Yeah, there we go. We're all ready to go on a perfect morning. Perfect morning. It feels like late fall today.
Last night.
It's awesome. Oh, everything. There's nothing bad. Again, nothing bad about this place. Stop it. Don't complain. You live in one of the greatest cities in America, and we're still kind of hidden, and that's a great thing. This is amazing. This is our summer this year. It's been incredible.
Yep.
Who's complaining about this? It's just great. I saw something yesterday. They said that the winter might become the coldest we've experienced in years. I'm like, bring that on, too. Let's have one of those. Let's. And people seem like that was a bad thing. I'm like, no. Bring me some snow. I'd like to see some Phoenix snow again. I'd see Camelback with a little dusting. I'd be thrilled with that. And bring it. I'm all for that. So,
a little sledding.
It's supposed to be rainy today, but I'm not. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. It was perfect yesterday.
Got a little bit last night at the house, but...
Did you?
Yeah, not too much.
It rained at my place a lot, but not heavy.
Yeah.
So I'm thrilled. This is the best. And it wakes me up. I feel good. Air's clean. We're happy here. So much better when you look at the news of all these other... Chicago's a shooting gallery. New Orleans, there was a goddamn cow stuck in a tree yesterday. Did you see that?
No,
Yeah.
I missed that.
The Ida flooded some area, and this cow just went... floated up and started to walk, and the water picked him up, and he was swimming along as best he could to try to get to the side, and clunk. Locks himself in the fork of a tree. Waters recede, and this cow's just sitting in a tree. These guys come over with
Little
chainsaws.
help.
Yeah, the weird thing is they had the chainsaws out to get him out of the tree. Those chainsaws, I'm guessing, will play a pretty integral part in that cow's life coming up here in the next few months. Chainsaws are usually not a cow's best friend when it comes to... I used to watch that. My grandpa had a neighbor who had a cow that he chainsawed up once. And what was going on until my grandpa explained it. In fact...
They don't hear it until afterwards anyway.
Oh, they're long gone by the time the chainsaws go. But still, you'd say that's what happens to you after. You know, the horses don't know that the dogs are going to eat them as dog food later. But dog food and horses are sort of tied together, along with glue. But, my dad, we were moving to Albuquerque. My dad left early. They left. There it is. There's the cow in the tree. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, and they're chainsawing him out. And he's like, man. He's just hanging him.
That's true. Get used to that sound, pal.
Yeah. These are amazing machines.
Alpo, here I come.
I assume they're only used for good. Yeah, Cal, that's right. Only for good. Don't worry about it. Just hold still. I mean, why save it?
At that point, yeah.
Just, I'm an animal lover and all that, but I also love steak.
Well,
and that tree meat looked pretty damn good. It's like an apple tree where steaks come of it.
It would be, but it would be such a mess to carve it up right there.
There's water.
There's water to spread
water.
out.
Bleed them out. Part them out. It'd be much easier to get out of that tree, and let's have some barbecue. You of all people, Brady, should be like, it's tree cow.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Can you imagine the size of that tear that would roll down Brady's cheek if he went outside one morning and his trees were producing cattle?
Oh, man. Cow tree?
Where's my pig tree? I want a hybrid. You'd be out there just like plucking cows off the tree every Saturday.
The old Indian with the tear coming down his eye.
This is the most beautiful thing ever. So, but we don't have that here. We don't have cows stuck in trees because, we'll have a flood now and then. That whole thing that happened, that was the first time in my pretty much my life in Arizona where, Globe had that real city flood. Yeah. There's been wash floods and we've had some water. And that thing in Globe was like, wow, okay, that's different. But we don't have hurricanes. And like I said yesterday, if Camelback Mountain just got up, walked around, and smashed some stuff every once in a while, I wouldn't live here. It's not worth it. If there's a natural disaster possibility every year that is potentially going to devastate the entire place, move. You live in Tornado Alley, and that's something your insurance tells you?
And they rebuild, too.
And they were like, well, this is our home.
Yeah.
Look, frankly, I don't know why you'd stay in Globe.
That's why they recommend mobile homes.
I don't know why you live in Globe in the first place. That can't be how you wanted to spend this time on Earth. You know, and especially now that it's like burned out and it's like every time it rains there's going to be a flood, and just pack up and go. Call Doug Hopkins, sell the house, and move.
Wonder how many people do actually seek Globe. It's like
nobody seeks. So you,
it's
Globe,
generations. Like I was in a mine.
Yeah, Globe finds you. If you moved to Globe, where were you? Hell? I moved here from hell. It seemed a little better.
From Tornado Alley.
But I was wrong. Hell isn't so bad.
I think I'd rather deal with the tornadoes, actually, than Globe. Globe's terrible.
Yeah, Globe was bad before it turned into, all the problems they're having now. Yuck. And there's some places I just don't get. Pumpkin Center, and, like, how do you plop down there? I just want to
we know what gathers
insane.
there.
Well, yeah, the people who deal in crystal methamphetamine.
Yeah.
But what was it before? It couldn't have been always the meth house.
Where's Pumpkin Center?
It's Pumpkin Center.
Pumpkin Center.
Pumpkin.
Right. Where the hell's that?
Pumpkin. It's up by Roosevelt Lake.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. The only time you find it is when you're... And
it's a dreamy little town.
Found this the hard way. So I guess you can, if you're going to Roosevelt Lake from the north. But I was running out of gas on my way to Pace, and I forgot to get gas. And I'm making it up this last hill, and I'm like, ugh. And there was a turnoff to Roosevelt Lake, and there's like a 4-mile drive down to this little tiny gas station, and then you end up in Meth Town, USA, and it's just
Look,
the hills have eyes. It's creepy.
The only reason I knew about it is from that was
the hideout. Yeah. The weirdos. The guy escaped from jail, and they drove off with his girlfriend. And
they overtook the guy there in the van.
Weren't they in Montana?
They're
or something?
being transferred to another prison.
It was years ago. Yeah,
it was Pumpkin Center.
That's where they were.
Van jacked that
where
guy.
they went to hide, because that's where you go to hide, because nobody normal is looking for you.
Just nothing but meth kitchens and stills out in the backyard.
This is my way of saying I love this goddamn town. I don't drift too far because we're awfully close to Gila Bend and Apache Junction, and we're surrounded by crazy. But you can't beat this place for what's going on right now. By the way, yesterday, and I have to say, I didn't know this was ever going to happen to me. I met a Tik Toker. I met a person who
like a professional Tik Toker?
I don't know. I met a person who introduced himself as a Tik Toker.
Nice.
What do you do? He's okay, and he talked to me for a second. He was doing some work. And asked, are you John from the radio? And I said, I am. Oh, my God, cool, man. I listen to that all the time. I'm like, thank you. I think it was Brian or Ryan. Anytime your name is Brian, I think it's Ryan. If it's Ryan, I think it's Brian. So I'm going to go with both. And he said he was doing something for some complex. And he goes, in Fountain Hills, he's out there. I was out there for physical therapy. And he said, I said, so what do you do? A simple question, expecting an, oh, I'm a Tik Toker? And I think I that was my role. You dance? What do you dance? Show me one of your dances.
Illusions?
But I didn't do that. I'm like, TikToker? He goes, yeah, man. It's great money in TikToker. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't even I was gas.
Just walk away.
Pumping gas. It's enough. Okay. Well, good for you, man. Thanks for listening. And then I regretted every second of saying, what do you mean you're a TikToker? What is it? How? And then Megan yesterday, her haircut lady is an influencer for scissors.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a scissor influencer. Not scissoring, which is probably what you'd rather see, but scissors.
That's WNBA TikTok page.
People send her scissors. Yeah, I would like to see that. People send her scissors. She uses them and then goes on social media. These scissors are okay.
Yeah.
These are bad. She's got like 100,000 pairs of scissors. She gets scissors and hair care stuff. And she goes, it's great. I get free everything. Because she's got a certain amount of followers. If she gets to another level, they'll start paying her and sending her stuff.
Yeah, right now it's just products.
What would you TikTok? You'd probably TikTok barbecue. You'd probably, if you were a TikToker.
Or food in general.
I have no skill.
Yeah.
I have nothing. I couldn't TikTok a thing. Like if it came down to it where TikTok was your only opportunity to work.
Man, I don't know.
What would you do? Nothing. You're worthless too. Yeah. We're both worthless. Brady might have a barbecue thing, but I think that market's flooded. You're not overly attractive. No, you're no good at that.
Tennis for the dad bod.
No, nobody wants to watch old men play tennis, Brady. It's just never going to happen. An old man playing tennis, it's called pickleball.
Hacks.
You got no hacks. What
No.
are your hacks? You got nothing.
No, but that's what most people don't until they put one up there, and it's like, oh.
Yeah, but you
Then
don't
they
have
get-
one
it
to
goes
put
viral.
one up there. You have to have one to put one up.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have one. Neither do I.
Well, no, but I get you one by 2 o'clock.
But then it's someone else's hack.
Yeah, that
Then
now
you're
it's
not-
yours.
Now you're an artificial TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which majority are?
Yeah, probably.
Because you're looking for. I mean, a lot of them are looking for that one viral thing. Because look at what Apodaca did.
Who's that?
He's a skateboard guy, the Cranberry.
Oh, that. Yeah. Oh,
and now
that
he's
guy.
parlayed that into all sorts of stuff.
Is he still around? Has he
I
got
don't
anything
know.
going?
Well, there's that 17-year-old girl. I can't remember her, Camilla or something like that. D. Camilla. She's Italian. You'd like her.
Oh,
But she's like 16, 17, and she's been doing TikTok dances. She's cute, I guess, but she's underage, so it's creepy. And now her whole family's in on the deal. They have like 200 million followers, and they're like, this is the next Kardashians. I'm like, all
Pink
she did was dance.
Called out a 14-year-old girl, called out her parents,
Yeah.
saying you're exploiting your child. This needs to stop.
But let's be honest.
And the 14-year-old respond back, hey, I'm calling the shots here.
That's been going on for years.
Yes.
Because my sister's friend was Stephanie Seymour in junior high when we lived in San Diego. I didn't even know that. I wish to God I'd have known that. I'd have done a lot more peering out to the pool. I did none. But they hung out together, and she was 14 and moved to France because her parents knew this kid's a piece of ass. We got to sell that while the getting's good. And they moved her to France, and she became like a model in France at 14. Evidently, she was in my house a couple of times, too. How about
Man.
that? Yeah, I know. I was closer to that's my Brady moment of, like, I was in France
That
during
close.
on the Costa Concordia or in France during Diana's accident, only hundreds of miles away. Yeah, evidently Stephanie Schumer was in my house on El Segundo Court in.
her?
Is that Stephanie Seymour now?
No. Camilla.
No, it's this girl. She just TikTok dances.
All right.
D something. I forgot her last name. But she's like a 16-year-old TikTok sensation. Just put down TikTok sensation teenager. And she's pretty, but she's been doing this. But all she does is like dance to rap videos and lip sync things. She's making millions. And then her sister does it. And then the whole family's doing it. And I met a guy yesterday who's a TikToker. That's his job. Like, you got to get used to hearing that. What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a TikToker. Oh, fantastic. What do you TikTok?
You can say that once you start, once you get your first free product.
I guess. I mean, the guy didn't look like he was, anything. No
On the
offense.
Jake Paul level.
No offense, Brian Ryan, but you're all right. And Jake Paul got it off of Jake and Logan were vining, and then I don't get it. I don't get how anything works.
That
Gatekeeper's
little
gone.
kid that opens the toys back when.
The gatekeeper for entertainment is gone. Dave Pratt keeps saying he's been, on the air for 40 years. Well, the last 12 of them, he hasn't been. And it's baffling to me that this old man still thinks that. And he's like, 40 years? I'm like, you haven't done anything for 12. You can't keep counting anniversaries long after the divorce. When the business you were in doesn't want you anymore, you're not still in it just because you started it. Just because, well, I'll just broadcast from my garage then. Well, you can't get fired from it. It doesn't really count. If you can't fire yourself off, if you can't, quantify ratings, I guess that's just the way I work. I don't know. If if you guys saw Kirby walking around in a thong and stuff and said, you know what, there's cash in them there buns, would you do it?
No.
I would if I had a kid. That's probably why I shouldn't have kids. But if I had a kid that's like, my ass is tight, look at this, take some photos of that. These people are doing it, and you're kind of like, why wouldn't you? If the parents are, at least the parents are involved, at least they're like, yeah, we do it. You can make a ton of money. It's wrong, but it's been.
I guess because I don't chase it that hard.
What's her name?
Dixie D'Amelio?
No, that's her sister, though. D'Amelio. I can't remember her first name. I don't know why I'm drawing such a blank on that. But that's her sister.
All right, I'll find her.
Not Dixie, but the other one. The other one's the superstar. Dixie's coming on. Right. But again, though, we've been doing it for years because the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, there was a 14-year-old girl in my house that left, couldn't be friends with anybody anymore in Poway, California because she was going to go to – and the first pictures ever coming back,
that back
smoking
then,
hot.
though. That was – and parents did it left and right.
Constant.
When they're talking about 14-year-old girls going overseas.
Yep. Brooke Shields.
That's probably – now they're saying, okay, there's where a little trafficking there's the
Charlie. There
Epstein formula.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's no...
The guy was scouting for.
Europe had like a consent rules that were
Yes.
like 15 years old. They were totally cool with it. And they would... That was Brooke Shields had that full nude sex scene when she was 13 in that movie...
Blue Lagoon, right?
No, she did Blue Lagoon
one.
and the one with Susan Sarandon where she was a hooker.
Oh, yeah.
And it was gross. And her mom got her, she was naked in that George Burns movie. And she was like a 14-year-old. I think George Burns might have nailed Brooke Shields. I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Good
But I
on
mean,
him.
how do you not? You're George Burns, for God's sakes. Gracie's been dead for years. They're parading this little tiny model in front of you. Nobody seems to be upset that you've written nude scenes into the movie. Over here, darling. Let's take a look at that bottle.
Oh, God.
He's going to do the Bill Clinton cigar.
Say goodnight, Gracie, because I've nicknamed you Vagina Gracie.
Look at how much she's worth.
$103 million. She's 17 years old. Maybe she's 18 now.
Let's hope so.
Been
Let's see.
TikTok dancing for 2 years. And her dancing is good, but it's American Bandstand. It's weird. But yeah, I met a TikToker yesterday. And I should have followed. Brian Ryan, email me and tell me what exactly is or TikTok me. Show me your wares.
You have TikTok?
No, but he can send me like a clip, right?
No. You have to have the app.
Oh, all right. Well, then never mind. I'll never know about you. And I'll be better off. And then I start thinking to myself, I'm going to be one of those guys who lives in Pumpkin Center hiding from all this because none of this makes sense to me. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around any of it. I don't get it. Like, how can you not have a boss and a gatekeeper and people? Now I just do it out of the garage and I make millions. And I'm like, I guess I'm just jeff
What you just did is open up the Pumpkin Center market.
No, his name is either Brian or Ryan, not Brian Ryan.
Okay.
Brett just found a guy named Brian
There's
Ryan.
Brian Ryan on TikTok, too. Imagine that.
Well, because Brian's and Ryan's are both tired of. Is your Brian or Ryan?
Doesn't matter.
We do it at the Action Ride Shop all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Because Brian is like one of the guys there. We know him well. And and every time Julie or me or you go, is it, because it calls him Ryan. Say, is it Brian? I've been calling him Brian. Is it Ryan
Yeah, I
or
know.
Brian?
Brian Ryan.
So now there's a Brian Ryan. So that's what you are now. But yeah, it's. I guess I'm just jealous because I start to think, what would I do? I don't have a big enough wang to get an internet job. I'm not good looking enough to be an internet TikTok guy to where people want to see me do stuff. I don't have any, maybe the shoes, but I'm not good enough because I get a shoe delivery every day. I could unbox shoes that everybody has. I got nothing. I have nothing. Nothing, Brady. I could do the stupid voices, but that just pisses me off when I see people doing it anyway because there's so many bad ones.
Sarah Cooper's got that.
Sarah Cooper lip synced Donald Trump and made millions of dollars. Got a Netflix special off of being unfunny. I don't get it.
You could eat nose hairs.
You think you give me 100 million followers? I'd do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll give that a run. Start my TikTok page with. Well, I don't want a TikTok page because Brady had one for a little while and we had to put a stop to that. That was just creepy. He was doing the dances with Kirby. And it was.
I thought I had a dance career.
Well, again, it kind of got back to what Frank's doing with his daughter up on stage. You and Kirby and her friends dancing in the kitchen is borderline Channel 10 investigates.
Was that a Vine? That was a Vine, right?
It was creepy.
One of them.
That should have been a moment just for the family. But it turned out to be a full TikTok thing. And we're like, we got to shut this down. This can't be part of. You can't work here and do that. Because eventually you're going to be that weird.
It started taking too much of my time.
You'd be that weird stone-faced picture on the news saying 45 men were arrested today in conjunction with a child sex ring. I didn't do it. Right? See, this is that TikTok thing. Grown men shouldn't have TikTok. Brian Ryan was in his late 20s, I'd guess. And I didn't know. Maybe he's a dancer. He dances. But good luck to you. I don't understand how it works. Toledo, what would you do? You have no skills either.
Woodworking, yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it would work, but that's not a TikTok
You're
thing.
not a woodworker to the point where anybody wants to watch.
Could be.
Could someday. I could also have a unicorn as a
Brian
pet.
Ryan started out being could be.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I don't know that he's successful. I don't know he's any good at it. He just says he's a TikToker. That's his job.
And he's late 20s, so he's been working at it for a while?
That's what I figured. I looked, I'm like, never heard of you, so are you good at it? But that's it. I met a TikToker. Somebody who introduced himself that when I said, what do you do? Oh, I'm a TikToker. Okay. All right. Well, good luck TikToking.
Is there a trackable return on that for a company?
Money. That's
yeah,
it.
it's all the clicks.
All clicks and cash. That's
I mean,
it.
the Camellia chick we were just talking about, $103 million.
Yeah. Charlie.
Just from doing TikTok.
$103 million. And because she's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like she's got a body. And so teenagers with a body, we pay them and then say, don't look.
And the ones that are on the bubble end up going to OnlyFans.
Goddamn right. Now, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That totally adds up. Oh, you're a whore, and the only thing you're useful for is banging and showing your cans. I understand that mentality. But going on the internet and not being a whore and dancing for me is, I don't know who's entertained by that. I love her TikToks. Well, she just kind of got a great ass. That's really all we're talking about here. Oh, you're gross. I'm like, well, she knows it.
She puts it out there.
She shoves it in your face. But Brady's talking about that 14-year-old girl. She's got a great body for 14. Remember Bahad Baharbi?
Yep.
She turned 18 last year and went to OnlyFans.
She was stirring it up last week.
1.5 million followers in a couple of days because everybody for years wanted to see her naked. But we weren't allowed until she turned 18, but the second she did. Remember the countdown clock? The internet was famous for the countdown clock on the Olsen twins. When the internet was kind of in its fledgling, everybody has it. The Olsen twins were about to turn 18, and everyone was counting it. Almost. Anna Kournikova. On the Maxim magazine at age 16, I had a Jim Sharp from KTAR was yelling at me because I was looking at that. I'm like, this is stunning. And she's in her little bikini in there, and I think she had just turned 17 or something like that. He's like, that's gross. I have a daughter who's 17. And I'm like, your daughter doesn't look like this. And I realized kind of as I was saying it that I was being very rude. Look, I just puked out something horrible to you. You're trying to compare ages, and some people are old souls, and some people are old, and she's one of those. But Anna Kournikova sold sex. So we've done it for years before the internet. So I just don't understand what TikToking is. Doesn't make sense. But if I had a kid, that's all I'd encourage. You got to be a TikToker. And if you can't dance, you need to blow guys because all the money in the world is that. That's all you do.
Create a new challenge.
The BJ challenge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever.
Line them up.
John, Twitch is the one for you. Even if you aren't very good at playing games, you're entertaining on your own just playing them. Some of the biggest streamers can't even play, but they interact with the crowd well.
My buddy Winston Twitches games. He's got a Twitch page, Winzilla, and you can watch Winston play video games. Again, I think I was just raised differently to believe that that's not something anyone should watch.
About watching you play Red Dead
my
would
whole
be
time
good.
It would be hilarious. Trust me, I'm very funny when I play Red Dead because my frustration level is that of an 8-year-old. Sometimes I have to masturbate just to calm down.
Well, we wouldn't put that on Twitch.
Yes, we would. If you want it, you're getting it.
Only Twitch.
I got to Twitch this, boys, because I got an itch from a Twitch. But also,
that's Kirby. She follows a couple.
She masturbates when she gets nervous.
Yeah.
Oh God, Brady, that's too far.
No, she follows a couple of Twitchers.
Yeah, Winston Twitches. I think I got yelled at too much for playing video games all the time to think that that's something I should do, and other people should. Every time I had friends over, and we were all playing video games, my dad would come out. You're just standing around watching them play video games. We'd have to leave. It's like it wasn't a valuable human thing to watch other people play video games.
But you remember your dad back in the day. What are you going to do to all them video games? It's not going to put you anywhere in life.
Yeah, look at this.
Well, look at this, pal.
You know what? Go yourself, Dad. Your hands are all hard and your back hurts because you had to work for a living. The kids have figured it out, man. I don't get it, but I want to be part of it. And I started thinking yesterday, my whole drive back from Fountain Hills, I was like, what could I do as a TikToker? Twitch maybe, but I don't like video games enough. Like there's no games that hold my interest. I'd be bored.
I get it because
You
your
could do
girl
a
Charlie,
sports thing.
her videos are 24 million views.
Yeah, and she's not doing anything.
She's not doing anything.
She's dancing. She's cute. We're selling a teenager.
Don't feel bad because we got tons of guys on here. Said it's Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie. Oh, they all know.
Everybody knew right away
because she's hot.
Yeah.
She's sort of hot, but it's like wrong to look at her, and also everybody pay and look at her. Mm-hmm. It doesn't make any sense. We're probably the most hypocritical we've ever been when it comes to all that, hashtag this, hashtag that. It was like Bill Maher said about OnlyFans. He's like, man, this woke culture and all this treat women equally and all this stuff. But, boy, you take them off the OnlyFans, and everybody's like, wait a second. The only thing I love more than being a woke man towards women's rights is watching them degrade themselves in their home on their webcams. Now, damn it, put it back.
John, you don't even know it, but you've done TikTok.
I have?
You did Dua Lipa on your way to the pet place.
That's just me singing in the car.
That's
all it is.
Somebody filmed it.
That's
all it is.
No talent involved.
You and Amy doing the dance.
No talent involved.
Well, Brian Ryan probably don't have any either.
Okay.
And then it goes
That's it,
viral.
you're doing it.
And then
Just put
people
that
are
on the
watching you.
TikTok.
So it goes back to my argument, there's no more shame.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have no shame in your life. Sit back and
Absolutely.
think that that's something everybody needs.
Put your shame away, man.
Right. Because what I want to do with my idea for a show is it's a joke. Is comedians in cars, comedians in Jeeps, four-wheeling, drinking coffee, singing karaoke. Just take them all and mash them up.
Doing
and then
TikTok.
We go off to Table Mesa Road. Brian Callen was going to come with me. I couldn't get the stuff in the car. And we can't get the rights to the music, which stinks. That's the only thing holding us back. This is a good idea.
Talk to Frank's guy.
A lot of production.
Make some music.
Lovitz was going to come do it. No, we have to sing songs people know, or the karaoke part's pointless. We're going to sing originals.
I got you. I thought by doing the karaoke, you pay the rights
you
there.
sing along with the actual song. So what I was trying to do, I told Larry, I'm like, let's get Corey Taylor and sing Slipknot songs, and I'll take him out in the desert, and we'll do this thing, and drink coffee, sing karaoke, go four-wheeling. It's all of them in one. It's everything in one. It's the joke. Well, it's too hard. Do it myself, but that's going to be expensive, and then like $1 million for rights to me. And that's the only thing I could do.
Right now, how good would that be with the 5-alarm coffee? Pimping that out.
Brady, this is it. It's a great idea. The other one I wanted to do was celebrities mountain biking, singing karaoke, and drinking coffee. And we would camelback with hot coffee, and we'd climb that. You know the mountain I'm talking about. Yeah. Occasionally, we've called it a racial slur because this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Occasionally, almost the whole time. Every bad word you can think of falls out of your face while you're climbing this thing. It's the worst hill ever. And it's just because it's always a hot day. We stumble on this terrible hill. It's switchbacks. It's just brutal. But I thought, how great would it be to have a backpack full of coffee and sing? You know, I have my phone on my handlebar and sing a song while you're trying to climb this thing. It would be hilarious. Callan was up for that, too. I had a couple people interested. Can't get the rights to the music.
Maybe we just need a list of public domain songs.
I'm not singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star every time I climb.
row your boat.
I might as well wear boxing gloves and clown shoes. I'd look like a lunatic.
It better be.
It would be funny the first couple times.
Shining.
And then it would be that lady at Bruno Mars who thought I was special. It's like, have you seen that retarded guy that climbs a mountain on his bike and sings Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star? It would be fun.
John, you just watched a documentary about the original TikToker, Bob Ross, first guy on TikTok.
What?
A little long form.
How's that?
Yeah.
How was he on TikTok? He had
did
a skill.
thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, he had a skill.
He had a thing. I don't get it. I want to tell people. I guess I just got jealous of Brian Ryan because I'm like, TikToker, huh? Me too.
No, you went adult immediately.
Me too. I am too. What do you TikTok stuff on too? Videos. I just see what I see. I see somebody else doing something, and then I copy it my way, and then like 800,000 other people do it, and some stick and some don't.
How long do you think before it's going to be you have to introduce yourself by the number of followers you have?
Oh, it's happening. I think.
But like
You're
that's
somebody.
your greeting.
I think that's how.
Like Brian Ryan would come to you. I got 650,000 followers.
Here's what I think. Oh, that could be. Well, he
Whatever.
told me his followers yesterday. I didn't listen. I wasn't listening to him. I was pumping gas.
checked out.
What am I going to do? I'm getting gas. But and I think he recognized me because I have the tactical black sticker on my car. And he was behind me. He's like, "Are you John from the radio?" And he's pointing to the window. Might have been why. But I don't know.
John, the biggest category on Twitch right now, you don't even have to play the games. It's called just chatting. It's a category on the side where a streamer literally just talks and watches YouTube with your followers.
That just sounds terrible.
Watch TV and tell you what I'm watching.
Biggest category, Brett.
I can do that.
Open your
Maybe I do
mind.
have
The hell is
skills.
wrong
That's
with these
open
kids?
mind,
Maybe I do
mystery
have skills.
science theater.
Oh, that's
And
my dream was Mystery Science Theater. I wanted to do that for a
and you can
living.
Put that in TikTok.
But it's been done, and it's been done really well. I feel like me doing it was like hack.
There's not a ton of original stuff that's going on TikTok.
No,
It's just
but that's hacking. I guess
Yeah.
there's where my bugaboo
Yeah.
is, that if I see, it's been done. That's why the joke of mashing all those things together was my idea.
You might have a sponsor,
Oh, yeah?
MMP Guns, Byron.
Yeah?
John, I got to say, I think watching Corey Taylor sing Row, Row, Row Your Boat while getting the hell scared out of him while you're driving out would be
Could be great.
absolutely hilarious.
Could be pretty awesome. It's public domain music. I'm like, Corey, if we can't listen to Stone Sour or Slipknot or any of your stuff, we have to do public domain music. So Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, and I think Happy Birthday even we can't even do. So we'll do the Olive Garden Happy Birthday, Happy Birthday.
The Italian, Buon compleanno
Yeah,
a
I don't know if that's legal.
That's it.
You probably
I
just
worked at
cost us
an
$1
Italian
million.
restaurant.
Either way.
Did you hear LeJean? He nailed it.
Yeah, my idea is great, but you can't get rights to the music. So maybe public domain karaoke.
Oh, God, Toledo's right. Hi, who are you? I'm from 38,000 followers.
Yeah, it's coming. Well, I think people do it before you even, like if you were, all dates. Like everybody who dates, my buddy who's a internet guy is like, oh yeah, she does this, this, and this. He's checked you out long before he's actually met you. Like, he sees your name on this, and then you do a Facebook check, an Instagram check. You see, like, she's got like 38,000 followers. I don't know what she does. Oh, okay.
Larry does that, though, too.
Larry does it.
He's
the first
Instagram
thing he
stalker.
checks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, big time.
John, you could do, how about all your heroes are assholes with guests?
I've tried
your
that.
first guest, Dave Kingman. Find
Well,
the guest.
that's my hero.
All your heroes are
And then I would
assholes.
just have him on and call him an asshole.
I think that's where he's
My
going
idea
with
for the
this.
podcast, All Your Heroes Are Assholes, was to have celebrities on, and they would pre-tell me who their hero in life was, and I would ruin that
Oh, that's right.
by telling them, here's the truth. So,
Here's a little rundown.
like anybody who says Mother Teresa, my hair stands up. I don't even have any, and it stands up. I'm like, good. Let me tell you all about Mother Teresa, the things you don't pay attention to about that horrible bag of bones. All baseball players. If you've ever had it, who's your hero? Like, first thing comes to mind, who's your hero? Like baseball, growing up. Like, who's the guy that goes, that's
baseball?
Yeah.
Or Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas is your hero. Drug addict. Constantly, yeah. He needs his boners in his 50s. I don't know about Frank Thomas, but I would look into Frank Thomas and see, like, all the things that are bad.
Spike Owen for me.
Spike Owen was your hero. Low bar.
I had the Mariners were
He was the shortstop for the Mariners in the 80s.
He was the 20th strikeout in Clemens' 20th strikeout game.
Man, are you You're an asshole. Your hero's just fine. Spike Owen.
He was.
Spike. Oh, was it because he had a cool first name?
I think so.
You were like 20 at that point.
No. I was 12 when Spike
Owen,
was
he was
playing.
like the mid-80s.
Yeah, that's when 86 was the 20 strikeout game.
Weren't you 20 and
82
88?
was when I started following him.
Wow, Spike Owen. That's
Brady?
pathetic. If you say Manny Trio, I'm leaving.
It's football.
Bake
Stanley
McBride.
Wilson.
Stanley Wilson, you got some stuff going. Guy bailed out on a Super Bowl for drugs. He left the Super Bowl
He
to go
missed
do
it.
coke, and he went to a coke house. So he missed it because he was at a coke house. I'm missing something real important right now. This coke better be good.
You guys know what time it is?
What are you supposed to be doing, Abby? I'm supposed to be playing in the Super Bowl. Yeah, mine is Dave Kingman. I can tell you the story about Dave Kingman, but it's all your heroes are assholes. Joe DiMaggio, horrible human being. Mickey Mantle, Gandhi, for God's sakes. Go back and look at Gandhi's true history. Jeez Louise, what a jerk.
Brett might have liked some of Gandhi's stuff.
Yeah, Gandhi was a wild racist.
No.
I mean, yeah, you might have been
Him?
You might end up being a Hindu at the end of it.
John Brett's TikTok would be a tour of various wave pools.
Yeah. Well, if Brett's your hero, I've
With
got
a GoPro.
I got an hour.
Today's
on that.
wave pool.
I got one there. I got one there.
Right over there.
City.
I like that was where I used my left hand because I could face away. I had a drink in one hand. Yeah. If Brett Vesley's your hero,
Wave pool hacks.
trust me, I got a half an hour on
Brady
that.
would take his mom to all her favorite restaurants.
Yeah. Who is your growing up hero?
It would be at High State.
All of them?
Archie Griffin was.
Oh, Archie
pretty up
was your
there.
guy.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's history in Archie. That's ugly. Is it Ohio
Yeah,
State?
he's clean.
No, all of Ohio State's dirty. The whole thing's been filthy for years.
They're getting trucks now.
How about that?
Freshman quarterback got a $1.4 million sponsorship.
For the NFT?
No, he just
No, 'cause they can pay him now.
It
Name,
was
image,
I
NIL,
forget the
I guess
company
is what it
there,
is.
but then what's hilarious is one of the larger dealerships, car dealerships, Reichert Ford, gave him the F-250, like a Raptor truck,
Yeah. College is done.
and the keys
Well,
to
yeah.
that,
all
and
done.
it's good to go.
They didn't understand that when we said you should probably pay your players, that it wasn't to
And he's
endorse
second
them.
string, by the way.
Yeah, he's not even a
they're,
starter.
They're red shirt. They want to keep him there because he's like, if I'm not going to be playing, a lot of those players will go. I'll go to another.
The only thing it does is keep people around for 4 years because a lot of these guys they're going to make more
It is
money
a
there. I think.
4-year
So I got to
deal.
say, locally here at ASU, and this is not a slight at Via's Pizzas, but they sponsor one of the QBs at ASU and have him doing stuff. So you think that QB looks and goes,
Yes. Yeah, but he's not good enough.
to be at OSU?
Right, evidently.
He could be third string, couldn't he?
Yeah, but he's not going to get a deal. He's getting free pies for his friends.
Yeah,
I
this
mean, in
kid
college,
was the
that's
number
awesome.
one recruited quarterback. That's why they want to keep him there.
bottom line
let him
is-
watch a year and then.
You go to ASU, you're going to get Venezia's and maybe a Santan Ford rental for a week.
Yeah, there's a couple of dealerships that would come.
You're not getting the Ohio State. I've been to
No,
Ohio
not
State.
to the market. Exactly, and that's what I was saying about these markets.
You're saying
that have
their resources
I've
are
been
a little
saying
higher?
they've been giving these kids money under the table for years. Imagine now.
Now they can talk about
now
it.
that they're free to do it. We're going to start seeing how much was actually leaving. Dale Hellestray always told me the story as a a pretty highly, but not super highly recruited lineman out of that he had choices. Like I was going to go to Baylor. They offered a car, but SMU was giving away money. And not necessarily
And
to
he would
him.
go to dinners.
Oh,
and
constantly.
the envelope would just go right in the lapel. You wear a jacket.
To the
I understand.
To the point where I think it was Eric Dickerson. I don't remember who he told me. I think it was Eric Dickerson. Had a list of demands saying this school's offering this school's offering this. What do you got?
Craig James, the same way.
Craig
right?
James was. Yeah, the whole thing was so crooked. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's always been that way. But now they're open about it, which is going to ruin it.
God
It's like
damn
when
it.
it's like when the mob lost Vegas when they didn't and they tried to legitimize it by saying, yeah, we understand how the money works, and they ruined it. And then the mob had to step back in and go, see, we did a pretty good job.
Is that when they made it family friendly?
Yeah, well, we did a pretty good job hiding all your BS. And you're like, yeah, mob, you were pretty awesome at this.
God damn it, John. Don't get me started on assholes.
All right.
Cal Ripken Jr., no way he's an asshole.
Oh.
What about your boy Greg Maddox? No way he's an asshole.
Oh, yeah, he is. They're all that way. Yeah, all of them. And I can find it. But it's a lot of research. All Your Heroes Are Assholes is a great show. Start with Kennedy, Gandhi, Mother Teresa, and then we'll just work our way to Dave Kingman and Frank Thomas.
John, I know this is radio. I audibly want to hear you slap your forehead because the number 2 TikTok star, Hobby Lame, is a silent comedian.
I don't know what that is. That's just somebody who just...
The mime.
That's miming.
Comedy mime?
Nobody likes a mime.
Yeah.
Everyone hates mimes. Oh, he's Charlie Chaplin when all this audio is available? I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, let's get a wake-up song. We'll look at this idiot.
108 million followers?
I hate this world.
I do, too. Everybody's so easily entertained.
Wow.
Why do we try so hard? You know what? We should TikTok a silent radio show all morning. Take a nap. Okay? Just a dude getting out of a suitcase. I don't know what I'm turning it up for.
It's water, for Christ's
I
sake.
actually have a really cool travel hack for everyone. I'm gonna get
He's
inside
talking.
of the suitcase.
Okay, he's getting in a suitcase. Like I said, there's a network television show where Pop Face is funny again to people. I don't know. What's going on? Like,
Oh, he put himself on the luggage carrier at the airport.
all right,
What an
okay.
idiot.
He works at the airport?
I don't know. He must. He's there a lot.
Yeah. All right.
30 million views, 60 million views.
All right. I don't get it.
Brady Toledo, I hate your kids. They're
I do
making
too,
they're
yeah.
making this guy
Well, this is
popular.
why I'm mad at Brady all the time. Is because the more we look at terrible stuff, the more terrible stuff is given to us. Well, this is what they want. And the reason Jungle Book 2 is being made is because of Brady. Brady Bogan is the problem.
130 million
You are the
views.
problem because you know better, but you're like, I'm going to watch because it's family entertainment. It's trash. And the more we watch trash, the more trash is handed to you.
What is this jerk doing?
It's just a kid.
Hobby Lame.
Doesn't mean you're not a jerk.
Why do I keep turning it up?
Wow.
He doesn't talk. Anyway, give us a wake-up song. We'll figure this out later. But Brian Ryan, the TikToker yesterday, you changed my day. I don't even know if you knew it, but as I left that gas station, all I could do about TikToking. And the only thing I can think about for TikToking that is of value to me is a girl showing her ass or cans. And I think that's just fact. You can't. That's it. Yeah. There's no other value to it. It's the only thing the Internet's good for. Wake us up. Give us a good one. 585-9800. A good one. We'll scream it together. It's 98 KUPD. Wake up!
Arizona's most powerful rock radio station.
It's out of control now.
98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.